How's it going, everyone? Thanks for joining to our channel again. Today's video is more around asking questions to Kim, because we do get questions asked us through comments on our videos. Now I'm sure everyone's got questions they wanna know from Kim. It could be you 100% behind her and you follow her, but you've never had an answer to a question, or maybe you're too afraid, which is normal. Some people are a little bit afraid to ask her a question for whatever reasons, and most of the time it's because they've heard that if you ask a question, you get booed out of a Telegram group or blocked for whatever reason. So here's an opportunity for those that have questions for Kim. You could ask us a question if you want, but it's best you hear it straight, get it straight from the horse's mouth, literally. And what made us think of this video was there have been questions firing off to Kim, not just to us, where people have been part of assemblies and all of a sudden there's kind of everything's gone dark, where they've worked on the assemblies or been following the assemblies or been working on projects, and all of a sudden there's just no communication going back to them. Imagine that you're working all these hours on a project, or you've been involved in something, and all of a sudden you're cut off from communication. It's very frustrating, and we've heard this a few times. It's happened. So now's your opportunity to stick a question out for Kim. Now the best way to do this, I would say, is on this video or on any of our videos. You can comment on them, but at the top you just put question for Kim and then fire away. And what we were thinking of doing is making a video on all the questions, sharing it. It will be like a screen sharing of your comment. So if you've got a problem with that, then please put in there you don't want, you just want to ask the question but not show the post in our video. Quite happy to do that. I totally understand why, but it'd be more legitimate if you don't mind us taking like a screenshot of your comment, because then people know it's come from someone and not just us making it up. Because I'm sure that there must be a lot of questions out there that you've got for her. And of course it works in our favour, really, because we know 100% you won't get a reply back. We might one day be surprised. Hopefully, even if she replies back to the questions and it's behind a paywall, we're not going to see it. Simple as that, because we're not giving her a dime. We don't want to pay for her whatever damage she's doing towards people, because that's what we're doing when we hand over our cash to her. But that's up to you, if you can live with yourself with that. But we're more thinking that if she wants to, she could easily do a video that's on a United Network News to say, response to messages or questions. But like I said, she's not going to do it for two reasons. She doesn't want to give us any publicity, only if it tarnishes our name by saying, Team Bubba, paid agents, pedos or whatever. Same old crap, no evidence. So what we'll do in this video, we'll start the ball rolling, because we've got questions ourselves and we've never had them answered. So this will be kind of like the template for it. And hopefully you guys that watch our videos will also have questions. And like I said, it doesn't matter what platform our videos are sharing. It could be Rumble, BitChute, even Twitter. We put it in Twitter as well, and also we've put it on TikTok, of all platforms. But the thing is the reason why we're going on these platforms is because Kim is on those platforms, and we want, of course, to put to people to know that are on those platforms that you need to see two sides of the story. So whatever platform she goes on, like social media, we're going to be on there posting our stuff. So the exactly the same format. Top of the question, top of the comment, just put question for Kim. And if you don't want us to take a screenshot of your comment, then just put in there, please don't share this a screenshot. Then all we do is we'll just get the text from your message and we'll add it to a document, and we won't mention your name. So it kind of works both. We don't mind whichever way you want to do it. But I said, what we're trying to aim at here is for people to show everybody how many questions people have, unanswered questions from day one when they've been following Kim, and not just Kim but Thomas Williams as well. So if you got a question for Thomas Williams, the same at the top. Of course, we're not going to go down the street of like doing Charlie Ward or Simon Parks, because there are other people that are doing that. Truth Seeker, you can send. I'm sure that he'll. You can comment in his videos, and I'm sure he'll look after you there with questions and stuff. But for us, we're just focusing on Thomas and Kim, or any of her associates, the ones that are linked to her. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if we get any feedback from it. I'm not going to hold my breath. I don't think we're going to get anything back. As simple as that. But the idea is, let's just see what happens. And if we don't get anything back, and we know Kim watches our videos, 100% we've been told she does, and so do a lot of her followers, and hopefully this will wake them up, saying, why there some kind of feedback on this? All these people have got questions. There's no platform that allows people to ask questions and Kim responds back, unless you're in a Telegram group. And we all know what Telegram's like. If you want to get into a Telegram group, you cannot ask a question that eventually is going to get you booted out of there. So no one's going to ask it, are they? So you need some platform where they don't push the magic button where you get kicked off. Hopefully this is the platform to do it. Yeah, of course we're kind of, we're not doing this to give her attention, like positive attention. We know what's going to happen. No one's going to get any feedback from her, and we know for a fact she will definitely not cover any of our questions, because the questions we're going to ask in this video, which will start in a minute, are going to be ones that's going to expose her with her answers. And it's as simple as that. So anyway, right, the first one. Kim, can you share any footage or photos of you with the ET Universal Council? Also, any pics of you with ETs that you've met, or you in a spacecraft? I don't think that's quite reasonable. You've been sitting in the Universal Council now since 2016. You must have a few photo albums full of ET aliens and nice pics. So yeah, let's have a look at them. Share them with us. Next one. Any pics or video of you and Marduk together? Another good one. You met him quite a few times. Surely you'd have had a few pics with you both together. Don't think that's difficult for you to do. Next one. How did you work out how to use this 10,000-year-old advanced quantum computer when you struggled to even set up a Facebook page back in 2016? Yep, we've still got that screenshot of you saying that you had to get your daughter to help you out with it. Also, any proof of its existence. Number 4. Any media proof of your meetings with any of the world leaders. That can be audio or video. Come on, you've been on the phone to President Trump, probably Biden, and all these so-called people that phone you up from around the world, giving you a hard time about releasing funds and stuff. Next one. How the hell did you manage to develop a computer system that controls all banks, all spy agencies, and soon to be controlling mainstream media? Remember the Kim's system? That's what we're talking about. You know, especially when you have no knowledge on coding or software development. So there you go. So Kim, you claim to have executed Marduk. So who witnessed it, and what proof is there? Next one. So who gave you all of these titles? You know, ground command, or God knows whatever else you've got. You've got so many titles. Who gave them to you? Did you just make them up? Is it registered anywhere in the United Nations or anything like that? If they're such a high level. Next one. Why don't you ever talk about that UPU show you did with Thomas Williams? You never spoke about it since. Why not? Next one. The so-called 16,500-year-old kangaroo skin. Why did you Photoshop it from an Aboriginal tribe map drawn by Doug Williams? You made it out to be a peace treaty, and it was signed by Marduk. So why did you lie about it? And if you're not lying about it, what happened? Because you never spoke about that again since that UPU show. Next one. You claim to have the highest security clearance on the planet. I think you said it was 60 plus levels higher than the president. How come you can't ID any of the core Team Bubba members? Remember, you only said Dave Ray was not in the core. He was just a person that joined the Team Bubba. Anyone can. You could, Kim. Doesn't mean you're Team Bubba, does it? Just you could join it and be part of the group. That's it. Also, you said you should easily be able to completely shut us down off YouTube and all these other platforms. So why haven't you done it? If you've got this highest clearance and you've got all these other computers, why do you find it difficult to shut us down if we're supposed to be who you claim we are? Next one. Tang said it's impossible for anyone to launch a nuclear missile because you hold the third code. So how come they can still test them then? How come they do underground testing and you allow it? Next one. When are you going to show proof of Team Bubba being traffickers? Also, you claim us to have pedo porn sites in Lithuania. We've asked you many a time. This has been going on a long time and you haven't once showed any evidence of it. So come on, show us the proof. Next one. Why change the trust's name from Manor World Holding Trust? Is it because we exposed it for the fraud you attempted in Liberia, VBS Bank, Luminage, Bosnia, Operation Shabu in Brazil? Do you remember those? And maybe all these other ones. It's just it had a bad name for itself because of us. Was it because of that? Why? Next one. Why did you dump the assemblies? I mean, it would seem to be going well, Life Force. He was trying to get all these assemblies, and you only focus in America. How come you've never focused in any other countries? If you're this ground commander of the planet, how come all your focus is on assemblies in the US? Why don't you focus on Mozambique or Canada or UK? Come on. So what really happened with Tank leaving Life Force or whatever else, that cult thing you call it? We've been told why, but we want to hear from you, Kim. See if you're going to continue to come out with a bullshit story. And the last one from us is, how the hell are you going to pay for this global health well-being consortium assurance? Like we mentioned in our videos, it's going to be unbelievable, the cost. So where's it coming from if you can't even get $3,000 to everyone's bank account around the world you promised? What happened there, by the way? Yeah, that's another question. What happened with $3,000 you said you're going to give us all? Yeah, I'm sure you got a nice excuse for that. Okay, so there's another question that we found on a comment we thought might be worth publishing this one, but we're not going to post a screenshot of it. But someone's asking, how's the funding for the South American satellite school worked out? Apparently you wanted to give them all pencils and food. So what's the follow-up on that then? Yeah, interesting. What's with all this money you've been pulling in from your so-called IPTV and your news channel, can you show us how you've helped anyone on the planet? Have you got proof? Have you got video footage of, look, this is what Life Force has done with all the money you've pulled in? What have you done? Anyway, that's all our questions for this. By the way, if you, like I said, if you've got questions for Kim, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, just put question for Kim, and then when we get a few together, we'll knock up another video, or we'll do it as a bonus at the end of another video. And also, if you've got one for Thomas Williams as well, why not? So that's it, everyone. Thanks very much for tuning to our video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. We just want other people to see both sides of the story, especially those that are believing everything that Kim says. Take care, everyone. Till next time. Bye-bye.